Welcome to battle number 7. This is the final battle of week number 3. We have Emberhoof with Rio Grande Rapidash, and we have Aloe with Aston Alomomolas. The megas that we might see today are Mega Beedrill and Mega Lopunny, respectively. So we have a chance to see both of those. And we have the Draconium Z for Rio Grande Rapidash and the Ghostium Z for Aston Alomomolas. Joining me today on commentary is FFC from Miami Mobiles. Thanks for joining.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's been a while.
And yeah, he's back from lots of homework. Temporary period of death, but now he's back. So we'll do initial thoughts really quickly and jump into it. So if you want to start with initial thoughts.
He did bring his, I think this is the second week he's had it, but his new Alolan Ninetales. That he has a very high possibility of an 8-turn Aurora Veil, and considering all the strong mons on Emberhoof's side, I could see that being very important.
Yeah, that's very true. I think that Aloe might have to watch out for Crocodile. If he gets a Moxie Earthquake going, that could be problematic for him, but I think he has some Pokemon to get around that. So both sides seem to have Pokemon to get around each other. It seems like it's pretty even in the teams, I'd say, so it's just going to depend on how they play.
That's true. Think we can let them start?
Yeah.
There we go. Who do you think they're going to start off with today? I
could see maybe Togekiss or Bronzong, and then on the other side,
he's let Golurk a couple times.
Yeah, Golurk. If you want to tag them in Discord,
I have.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what he does with Golurk, because his Golurk proved very useful in previous matches.
It's interesting to see the Superior come out. He hasn't used it yet, so I'm wondering if it's specifically for the Crocodile, or is it just there to do some extra damage?
Yeah, that's going to be a Pokemon to watch. Beedrill also.
That's true. He's kind of let Beedrill take too much damage in the past. I feel like if you used him as a really good pivot, or even if you get Fell Stinger off, Beedrill could just wipe a team.
Oh, Fell Stinger Beedrill. I didn't see him use Fell Stinger before. Fell Stinger can be hard to pull off because of the weak base power. With Beedrill adaptability and that high attack stat, it's not that much of a problem. But it's kind of like a decisive... If you use the Fell Stinger and it doesn't KO, that's a problem.
That's true. But that's what makes... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think we might just see standard U-turn, Poison Jab, Drill Run, and maybe Protect or something like that as a fourth move, but Fell Stinger would be interesting to see.
He's so fast, and he's such a good pivot to come in and get revenge with Fell Stinger. That's the real way to use Beedrill. But you still gotta be careful of rocks, and I believe Aloe's used rocks every time so far.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes. Both sides are aware that we should start. There we go, and it comes out, and he leaves with Colgate the Togekiss versus Alolan Ninetales with Aurora Veil off the back, lowering that damage to 37% only. It would have been a clean 74%-ish before. And Blizzard in the
strong Blizzard there.
Blizzard in the hail is 100% accurate. The extra speed on Ninetales putting Togekiss in a dangerous position. Switching out, probably expecting the switch. And the hail is going to take out Colgate.
Volcanion was a good switch into the Fire-type move due to the 4x resistance. Now we have Liability out with the Crocodile.
Last time he didn't run Moxie, but this time I could see it being the case. I'm expecting a switch to... He doesn't have anything immune to Ground-type moves. I think you might have mentioned it earlier. Unless the second form.
There's no Intimidate attack lowering, so we might see Moxie here.
Ooh, that unfortunate. That Aurora Veil is really putting in work right now.
Yeah, Aurora Veil is very hard to take down. especially on a tanky Pokemon like Volcanion.
Bring out the Mr. Hugs, the wow, Kieran Black. A very strong Mon, but with the Auroraville up, is it the right choice? I feel like he should be trying to stall out some time on it.
I could see maybe one really strong attack powering through. Oh, no, it didn't.
No.
But the Flamethrower isn't going to do that much. Still over half HP.
It is guaranteed now that he did bring the light. I think that might have been a low roll. Getting the burn off is going to do some major effects on Mr. Hugs.
Yeah, that's not what Kieran Black wants right now. Especially in conjunction with Auroraville, that's going to really hamper any attacks coming from Kieran Black. I'm wondering if it's a mixed Kieran Black. He did have Earth Power on it in a different team. So if it has Earth Power, maybe that would be enough to do some damage here.
Oh, Kieran Black going for the damage, trying to finish it off with even with the burn, but the switch into Doublade. The Z Power coming out. Devastating Drake is resisted, but it does do 35% damage. But he is allowing Doublade to set up. The Auroraville is gone, however. He said he forfeits.
Okay, resisted attack, not doing more than half damage for Bronzong, although Shadow Sneak will hit pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, I'd say X-Cloud, if it has a ground type move, would be the play.
Yeah, X-Cloud, I mean, it has Scrappy, so... Oh, yeah, there you go. Boom Burst takes down Doublade.
I thought maybe the resistance would be enough with the Eviolite, but I don't believe it does.
Yeah, X-Cloud's Scrappy Boom Burst is something to be feared for sure.
X-Cloud takes out the Doublade. And he's not 100% out yet. He has done some damage to a couple important Mons. It really comes down to if he can take out... So the Superior coming out, taking on THX. I believe that... I wonder if that stands for thanks or not. Ooh! And the Boom Burst is going to take out Superior.
Strong Boom Burst. Really stuff to be feared.
Yeah, that Contrary kicking in but isn't going to help in the long run now.
Lopunny, this is a pivotal point for Aloe Mega
It's going for the fake out. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Unless he has some kind of priority, he does not. Beedrill may be faster, however. And
Beedrill might be it, although I'm not sure if Beedrill could one-hit KO with Lopunny. Let's see.
I don't believe Beedrill gets anything that's Bazinga. I didn't even notice. Bazinga, the Mega Beedrill. Great name. The Poison Jab, not quite going to do it. Is Return going to take out the Mega Beedrill? It is. Unfortunate. He lost a couple pivotal Mons early on. Really needed a way to either break that screen or have a way to stall it out. A couple of attacks here and there.
And Kieran Black is out now. Swan Song for Kieran Black. High Jump Kick going to KO. And that is game 4-0 for Aston Alomomolas. It was looking pretty bleak earlier for Emberhoof, but he was able to bring it around a little bit with X-Cloud. And if you take a look at the Mons, considering Lopunny, Volcanion, and Ninetales were all kind of low on HP, it was a lot closer because of that Boom Burst than it seemed.
Yeah, and I know a bit about how he was building his team, and I did kind of warn him that now that he has a low Ninetales, you really need to prepare for that, for those screens, because they can be a match decider if you allow it to be.
Yeah.
So, like he was planning on bringing the his Steel type out and Gyro Bombing. It would have been enough to KO even through the screens, but he didn't choose to do that, and I'm wondering why. Did he change his team up possibly? I don't know.
Something that I think would have been a little bit of a game changer too would have been Stealth Rock. That could have been the remaining damage on some of those Pokemon.
That's true.
Like Volcanion, for example.
Yeah, Lopunny would have been still alive based off current percentages.
Yeah.
But he might not have been willing to risk it as much. It's unfortunate. If
Yeah,
he
but
hadn't
well-
landed the high jump kick, it very well could have been a different game.
Yeah, that's for sure. Although Kyurem was burned, so I don't know how long it would have been after that. If it wasn't burned, we might have been able to see a turnaround from Kyurem considering the low HP on the other two Pokemon, and then Golurk could have been taken out by a strong Ice-type move. But yeah,
true.
I think this is a good match to look back on and see, okay, what are some of the areas of my team that can be elevated, and what are some of the things that needed some work. But both sides did a decent job. I think those screens Aloe definitely came prepared with, and Ember, the switch to Bronzong helped him a little bit, and also X-Cloud's Boom Burst really helped him, so.
It's true. But in the end, Aloe does get a +4 this match, and he had a pretty good showing on both sides.
So that is the end of week 3. We're going to be going into week 4 after this. Starting tomorrow, we'll see some matches. I believe there's going to be a matchup between two of the undefeated people so far. I forgot who.
This next week? I know I play Quest the week after.
Okay, then maybe I was thinking of that.
Let's see. There's only 4 undefeated, and Kuro doesn't play any of us. So it would have to be me versus Noob Scrub, but he is playing Vanyu.
Okay, so then the week after. Still, a lot of interesting matchups happening next week. We might see some trades and transactions tomorrow.
Actually, you're not. I was looking at the wrong thing. I am playing Quest this week. So
okay,
it is
there
me
we
versus
go.
Quest. One of us will have to fall, and I'm not planning on it being me.
That's going to be my most highly anticipated match next week for sure. All right, and with that, this is the end of week 3. Thanks again for joining me on commentary, and yeah, catch us in week 4.
See ya.